Let's see.
Hello. Great to see everybody. I just want to tell everyone right away, we are going to be going over something very special today. And that is what we learned being in proximity with a billionaire himself, Grant Cardone. We were at a 2-day mastermind with him. And we're actually going to share everything that we learned, like our top biggest takeaways from the event, straight with you on our YouTube channel. So we're going to start sharing some content that we learned from the event.
So good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon from beautiful Miami. My name is Maryam Isa Al-Ali Zastipil. I put God first. This is my story and I have a purpose. I help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. And this is my husband.
Yes, Alexander Zastipil, and my purpose is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence.
So with that being said, guys, we are very excited to be sharing with you some fresh content that we got in the past 2 days. We are Grant Cardone licensees. We are 10x business coaches. And every year we go to multiple 10x events to bring to you and to our clients or even to ourselves the new information that is going to be helping us with our life and our business. And we're going to be sharing with you the actual content that we used in the mastermind. Guys, Alex and I, we paid around how much? For this program only, it was 25K in addition.
50. Yeah, 50.
50, both of us, right?
For both of us, yeah.
For both of us, 50,000, that's 200,000 dirhams. This is one product, by the way. And the reason we did that is because we know we have so much information that we can add to people. So without any further ado, we're going to be going one by one, sharing with you our main takeaway from the 10X a mastermind with the Grant. And I'm gonna tell you, like, this is not the first time I'm around Grant Cardone. And every time I'm around him, even if he could be sharing the same information again, I hear it differently because I am a different person. So with that being said, guys, the number one takeaway, it's a question I ask Grant directly. I'm like, tell me more, Grant, tell me more about intention and action. Right?
I knew you were going to do this.
Oh, God, I'm going to tell you, this. Every time I hear this, I hear it differently and it blows my mind.
Yeah, so literally her mind pretty much blew up.
I'm like, you should see. Crazy. It's on camera. So with that being said, guys, every single one of you guys, you set a target. Every single year we have these big audacious goals that we want to go ahead and go after, but then something happens, we stop, we compromise, we don't go after it, we think we don't need to do it, and blah 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 blah, right? And we end up not doing anything with it. Now, what Grant told me is the following, and he shared this with us 2 years ago, but this time I heard it differently. He said, you keep your focus, your attention, you keep your attention on the target. The target never goes down. So 90% should be spent on focusing on the target. 1% is focused on how to achieve the target. 1%, only 1%. And the remaining 9%, you spend it on who. If there is something great that someone does in their life, you didn't do it on your own. Mm-hmm. No great thing is done by one person. It requires another person to make something explode. Mm-hmm. So basically, you focus 90% on the intention, 10% on the mechanics. The mechanics are divided to two things, 9% on who and 1% on how. What happens with us? We like, oh, but the minute you think about a big target, what do you say? How? So instead of the how being your 1%, the how becomes your 99%. And you forget about the target. And you forget about this big thing here that you want to achieve. And what is the result? Nothing. So that blew my mind. Focus 90% of your attention on the target, 1% on the how, and 9% on who can help you achieve that.
100%. And that's very aligned with one of my biggest takeaways, which I have also heard before. And I just want to let you guys know, whenever you're studying someone, don't study them once, study them 10 times, 100 times, over and over, repetitious. Repetition is the mother of all learning. Repetition is the mother of all learning. Kobe Bryant himself had to go practice tons and tons of times before he was the greatest basketball player of all time. Same with Lionel Messi or any of those people. My biggest takeaway, one of my biggest takeaways was never lowering or compromising the target. Never compromising a target. You want to know what I see most people do? I see them set a target up for themselves, and then it doesn't end up going the way they want it to a couple of days later. So they start lowering the target and they start compromising. Like, oh, I shouldn't have set that big of a target out for myself. Which one would you guys rather do? Accomplish big things or just feel good about something? Right? Because that's what most people end up falling into. They just want to feel good about hitting a target. So they lower it. They lower their standards. They lower themselves. They suppress themselves. They make themselves smaller just to feel better about themselves. And most people on this planet actually do this. That's called the average way of thinking. It's called the middle class. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these people, but you're not reaching your potential that you could possibly reach. So I personally would rather be very disappointed in myself for not hitting a target rather than hitting a target that was too small just to feel good about it. Right?
Wow.
I would way rather feel like, oh, I'm so mad at myself for not hitting that target. But guess what? I hit the target of, let's use an example, an easy example. Let's say you want to make $1 million. Or let's say you want to make $100,000, but you set the target for $1 million, right? The person that hits the target at 100,000 or the person that's disappointed only hits 200,000, but not the million, has made double the amount of the person that made 100,000. Why does this happen? Because you're shooting for the stars, you're shooting for the moon, you're shooting for something bigger. By the way, it's going to change your family's lives more, hitting a bigger target, so you're also more motivated.
100%.
You're more inspired by it. You're more likely to really go after that target. Will you be disappointed? Maybe. But guess what? We're disappointed a lot in our lives, aren't we? Right? So wouldn't you rather be disappointed about falling a little bit short on a way bigger target and not compromising no matter what, even if it's the last 10 seconds before you hit the target? You do not compromise.
Right.
Okay? Or would you rather be the person that lives an average life, paycheck to paycheck, just barely getting by, living an almost life? I just learned that from Tim's story. An almost life instead of the utmost life, like God has always wanted you to live, the utmost life. It literally says it in the scriptures. All of the scriptures, like that, not to get too far into that, but it says it right there for you to live the utmost life, the best life.
Yes.
We were not put on this planet to just live an average life.
No.
Sorry. Maybe I'm breaking news to you, but that's not why we were created. And it even says that. So don't take my word for it. Go look for yourself. But my point is, I don't compromise targets.
No.
Right? And I have found every time that I have in the past, I was disappointed even more because I'm like, dude, I could have done more than that. I could have accomplished more. Why did I lower my standards? Whether you're looking for a girlfriend or boyfriend, whether you're looking for an amount of money, whether you're looking for a career, why would you ever compromise? This is your life.
Yes.
So don't ever compromise a target.
Absolutely.
Ever. No matter what.
Absolutely.
And I'll give you the solution to it real quick before Miriam goes to the next point. The solution is to increase the action that you take, not lower the target. Never, ever lower the target. Increase the amount of action that you're taking and go all in on hitting that target. Maybe you're disappointed, but you gave it your 100% and you are honest with yourself that you gave it your 100%. Then it's much better not hitting that target than hitting a really small, itty bitty little cute target.
Absolutely.
Just to make yourself feel better.
Absolutely. Again, you are not, just to mention something really quick here. You are not here to hit a small target. You're not here just to get a career that you hate for the rest of your life. God didn't create you for this. I think people need to be waking up from this coma. I don't believe that God Almighty, the creator, whoever you call the creator, I call him Allah, right? Whoever the creator, that the creator created you, Habibi, for something to impact this planet. You're not nakira. It's not like you are a nothing. Your existence matter. So what do you do with that existence? With that existence, you go all in every single day. You go all in. It's not like, today I'm gonna take a break. Oh my gosh, like I've been very, I worked hard yesterday. What did you do? I sent 10 emails. Okay, sure. That's why you see people are not going far in their life because they are not willing to do whatever it takes to hit that goal. So with that being said, I want to move to the next week. We have so much content today, guys. Oh my God. We came fired up from that mastermind. You guys should be there too next time.
Say that every time, by the way.
Every time, my God. Every time I go to these 10X events, it blows my mind. People say, think, oh my God, it's time, it's money. Which one would you rather lose? Your life that you are meant to be doing something massive with, or a couple bucks? It's up to you. By the end of the day, guys, these are all choices, and we are here to help. We are here to help people who are ready and willing. People who are not ready and willing, we're not going to help them. This is actually another point I want to talk about today. But it gets me to the second point I want to discuss today. I had a total different understanding of your network is your net worth. That one was a new thing for me. Not a new thing. I mean, I heard Cardone talk about it. You know, I heard Cardone talk about it. He said, so he asked us this question. He said, like, look at your bank account. Look at your net worth. Okay, how much do you rate it from A, B, C, D? Did he say E? Or he was making fun of E?
No, yeah. He was making fun of E.
So A, B, C, D, F. All right, I think okay. So look at your network in the bank. Look at your network in the bank, guys. That network in the bank, is it reflected as in A, B, C, D, F? And now, when you look at it this way, ask yourself, is this money in the bank? How far is it from my potential? How far is it from my potential? When I looked at the money, I'm like, yeah. Cardone ranked himself C-. And then he said, this is my net worth. And then how much is his network? Who are in his network? He said that my network is C-. So I'm going to tell you guys, the people around you talking money, how they are talking about money. Oh my God, there are no jobs these days. Oh my God, there are no promotion these days. Look at the price of oil. The price of oil went up. How much is going to be the price of oil in July? What kind of mindset are you hanging out with? People talk about money like that, you're going to be like them. The people who we hang out with, they don't talk like that. I made $50 million last year. These are my friends. Oh my God, and you hear Brandon Dawson, how can I take you to 10 million? How can I take you to 100 million? This is the people who we are sitting around. These are the minds we are rubbing around. That's why you see us doing very well in life. Why? Because we don't sit around people who think about, oh my God, money, there is not enough. Oh my God, it's only for the fortunate. It's only for the rich. It's not for us. We don't hang out with them. People who say, don't do that. Oh my gosh, money is the root of all evil. We don't have that. We have people who tell us money will give you choices. Money will give you options. Money is energy. Money will help you reach more people. Money will help you build your business. Money will give you more problems. Good. That's what we are hanging out with. So your network is your net worth. Your net worth is your network. So look at the money you have in the bank. Look at the money you have in the bank and see who you are surrounded with. You're going to be seeing a very interesting equation there.
100%. It is an exact equation there. And like, this isn't something that is sometimes, it's an always, right? This always happens. So definitely pay attention to your network. And especially if you want to go and do bigger and better things and you know you were meant for more, you know you were supposed to do more, you know God didn't create you just to be small. Like I don't think for someone over here and someone over there, he was like, you know, I'm going to make this person like think really small, do really small, really small. I'm going to make this person just smaller than everybody else. I don't think you did that.
No.
Okay. I really don't. With that being said, let's go to the next point. We want to cover a lot for you guys here today.
As much as we can. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly. So the next point I have is being fully present, right? And a lot of people have a problem with this. They a lot of times get stuck inside something from the past or the present, or sorry, the past or the future, right? They get stuck with something that they're worried about, either that's going to happen in the future and they're like constantly worrying about it, or they're constantly thinking about something in the past, or they're in a situation in the present time and they're worried about a mistake they made in the past, or they're worried about making that mistake again in the future. They're not actually here.
Wow.
So that's something that Grant said, being fully present. Okay, not being present, being fully present. Like, and full means totally present, right? So if you're not fully present, you got some work to do. You have to be present, right? If you're not present with me right now, how much are you actually retaining? How much are you actually learning right now if you're not even present with me right now? Like how much are you actually learning? Are you taking notes? I would take notes if I were you, if I was watching this video right now. I would be doing that because I want to learn. I'm always a student as well. I want to always learn more about what I can do better. I want people to criticize me because if it's the same pattern of criticism, like when someone kept on telling me that I was a negative person, I start to realize, oh, I was being a negative person at that time.
Yeah.
And I changed because of that. After the 1000th time of people telling me, because I actually started listening and I was present to learn that. So you need to be present. And this is something that Grant has said ever since I met him, really, is being fully present, being with the person that you are with, right? When I'm in a business meeting or I'm working on me, I'm not thinking about Miriam. That's not being present, right? I'm not thinking about Miriam, right? And when she's doing something like that, she's in a business meeting, I'm not expecting her to think about me, and she's not thinking about me because she's present.
Yes.
If she was thinking about me, she wouldn't be present with that person, and that person is going to feel it.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we're not going to go too deep into this one today. It's a very deep thing to be present, but like it's not actually at the same time. You can just decide to be present right now and start retaining the information that you need to learn and start using in your life.
I love that. Being present actually changed the game for us, because if I am not present with, if I'm thinking about something else, right? If I'm thinking about my 3:35 meeting this afternoon, I'm not going to be present with you guys, giving you any value. Many of you guys, you could feel it when you are talking to someone and they're not paying attention to you, or they are on the phone. Ila Habibti, I'm listening to you. Asmat Habibti, please keep going. No, you're not listening to her. You're not present. You are not present. In fact, you need help being present, right? And I just all what I wanted to say about that one. Can I move to the next
Go
one?
for it. Yes.
Okay, so this is something again for those who are running businesses, or who want something in life in a different way, or something like that. In business, you are only doing business with people who are ready and willing. Ready and willing. I made this mistake before, years ago, when I started my business. I wanted to help everybody. Oh my God, I want people to find their purpose. I want people to be very successful. I want people to get all the knowledge that I can give them. I want people to be happy. And I was trying to help people who don't want, who is like everything is fine with me, Mariam. I have nothing. My life is perfect. I'm fine. I'm good. I don't need any more help. Mariam, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. And I was trying genuinely to help that person. Why? And I know better now. You help people who are ready for change and who are willing to change. That's why, for example, our 10X event in Dubai, I'm not going after people who are spectators. The ones who watch, spectators.
Yeah,
I don't go about people who are spectators who are only
That's
watching.
a really good point.
What is she going to do next? خلنا نشوف. Let's see. She's already crazy. She's cuckoo. She's married an American. Forget an American. What's wrong with the American? Allah will. Right? So some people are just there to watch. They're spectators. I'm not looking for those people. I'm looking for players. I'm looking for disruptors. I'm looking for people who say, oh my God, I want to change the game. And the minute you start thinking like that, there's no more spectators. Like again, for the event in Dubai that we are running, I'm not looking for spectators. I'm looking for disruptors. I'm looking for people who want to change the game. We have so many people flying from here, from the United States to the event itself, right? We have so many different opportunities when it comes to that as well. So with that being said, I, Maryam Al Ali, if I have not declared it before, I am willing to help someone if they are ready and willing. If you are dibby-dabbing, if you are a spectator, if you are a pushy-mushy talker, if you are someone who is trying to play your own game, if you are selfish, if you don't want to make change, if you are okay being stuck in life, I'm not here to help you. You're not my audience.
Yeah.
I am looking for someone who has a drive. I'm looking for someone who's like, you know what? This is it. I cannot handle this anymore. I want more in my life. Maryam, how can I connect with you? Maryam, how can I open a business? Maryam, how can I get the confidence? Maryam, how can I go ahead and attend these conferences? Maryam, how can I help other people? I'm here for you.
Speak on stages of 10,000 people.
I speak in front of the stages of 10,000 people. I'm your girl, right? But I am here to help people who are ready and willing. If you are coming up with excuses, I don't have time, Maryam. I don't have the blah, blah, blah. Everything is perfect with me. Okay, great. So keep watching then. This is all what you're gonna do. Yeah, so that's one of my takeaway. Do
Yeah.
business and work with people who are ready and willing. Even let me say this really quickly about
Sure.
relationships.
Yeah.
There is a guy in your life. The guy in your life, how is he? How is he, Mr. Right? Wrong? We don't know. How is he? How is he with you? If the guy really, you only hang out with that guy if he is ready and willing to be with you. Ready and willing to be with you. If he's not ready and he's not willing and he's playing games with you, he's not qualified and you are the only one who's losing. Right? So readiness and willingness. Exactly, and vice versa. Readiness and willingness is what you are looking for when you're running a business. Do not try to sell your products to people who don't want it. Okay? I don't want to get people to find their purpose if they don't want to find their purpose. It's okay, don't find it. Be stuck in your life. You're not my audience. If you are okay being stuck and being average, it's okay. I understand. I love you. God may make you happy and away from me. You stay away, but I am here looking for the people who are really wanted, the people who are really are ready to change the game.
Yeah, 100%. And it's actually pretty crazy to me to see and watch people. Like it's a little bit hard to watch sometimes, but you can't put too much attention on it. There's literally some people that just their whole life is made up of excuses. Like their whole dang life. Like their whole lifespan, they come up with so many excuses. And because they're trying so hard to justify why it's not working for them. And they make themselves right about it. They make this thing, they make it up, and they make it like this is how it is, and this is how it's going to continue to be, and this is just the way that it is. It's just the way that I was made. They come up with all these excuses, and they're so good at it. Like they're like really good at making excuses. I'm like, wow. And really, we've learned to stop putting so much attention on that, because someone that doesn't actually want the help, someone that's not actually willing to be helped and doesn't really want it, how are you supposed to help them? They're powerful as well. And power can be used for bad things.
Yes.
Right? So if someone is just so convinced, right, that that's just the way it is, we don't put our attention there. And we actually encourage you to do the same thing. Like maybe it's a family member. That stinks because it's a family member.
Right.
Right? But they don't want the help.
Right.
You have to get past that. That's a really good point, Miriam. Going to the next point is something that again I've learned so many times, but it's something that I heard Grant saying, which is being all-knowing and omnipresent, omnipresent. Okay, and this is another reference straight from the holy books. I'm not going to even say which one because it's in all of them, I believe. Yeah. But like this is straight from what God himself wants of us, which is to be like the all-knowing, right? Being omnipresent, like that is actually something that we were created to be, believe it or not. Don't take my word for it. Go look for yourself. It's straight in there. I don't know the exact quotes, but it's literally in there. Maybe you know it.
Yeah.
But like that blew my mind. Like that blew my mind because I'm like, that's actually how it's supposed to be. Was it the way I was told to be? No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
That's not how I was told to be. I was just told to stay in my lane, don't meet strangers, which is a problem because then I would never have met my wife. She was a stranger. I wouldn't have met anybody else like that's around my circle. Like, I guess that, don't meet strangers though.
Yeah.
I was told to save my money. I was told to, fly under the radar. Don't be seen. Be seen but not heard. Okay, I was told all these things, and it became so confusing for me. It became insane. Yes, and my point here is that that's actually not how it's supposed to be. Okay, and again, we're talking to the people that are disruptors, that want to do more, that know they have more in them, that know they have potential, that just don't know how to do it yet. They don't know maybe some of the mechanics. That's why we're here.
Absolutely.
But it really blew my mind because I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, And I knew that, but like, it's just, there's always another level of things. And that's why we encourage you guys to keep on studying the same people over and over again, such as ourselves, Grant, like really do that, because then you actually begin to understand really what we're saying. Because maybe you heard something once and you're hearing it again in a new time unit, and it's going to be different for you because you've changed.
Yeah.
My point is it's so important for you to become more known, because shame on you if you want to go and help people, but you're not doing anything about it.
Yeah. Wow.
Right?
Crazy.
If you really want to help your family, then you should get better as well. Right? If you really want to help them, be the example then. Right? If someone like Cristiano Ronaldo was like, oh, I really want to help people, and then he didn't do anything to become the best, and this is like sports, right? But he entertains billions. It's billions of people. He entertains these people, and literally people are cheering and having great experience, happiness, like so much joy out of someone like this. I guess if you don't like him, then you have a lot of hate, but then you probably like Leo Messi, right? My point is, like, these people dedicated themselves to become the greatest of what they do to help other people, but they needed to help themselves first. They had to do all the practicing, all the repetition, probably a lot of the same actions, the same ones over and over every single day to become who they are. My point is, it's actually your responsibility to become more known, to become better, to become more all-knowing, right? To get knowledgeable, more like knowledge that you have always had, by the way. You just need to tap back into it, right? So go and do that. Go become more known. And every time I'm in this room with Grant, I'm like, dang, like Grant has gotten more known. And by the way, he's still dissatisfied with it.
Yeah.
Because his target is 8 billion people.
Yeah.
Wow, unrealistic, isn't it? Yes, exactly. But he has a high target. And if he wouldn't have had that big of a target, he would have had 1 million people. He would have fallen short because he actually has 16 million now, people following him.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. And this is something that, you know, if you guys think about it from the angle of, yes, I really want it. I really want to go ahead and get it. And when you are around the right people, things like that keeps on happening, you know, and you become omnipresent and you become everywhere all at the same time. Which brings me to the next point. Are we still sharing points?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So
I was just talking about that one for a while.
Oh my gosh, this is it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, there are so many things, guys. Like, this is, for me personally, it was my 31st event, 31 events with the Grant since I met him in person, right?
In-person
I mean, in
events.
person. I didn't only, like, for example, watch him on YouTube or whatever. No, I went there, met him, met his team. Our team know us. We are the OGs there. Why? Because we keep on showing up. Not only show up in 10x HQ, we keep showing up on social media every single day. Maybe I'll share a point about social media if we have the time, but I want to go ahead and share with you this point that for some reason it kept on happening for a very long time, but I feel yesterday it was the cherry on top. Okay, so it is about emotions, guys. Maybe some of you guys might not like this, but I have to say it. Maybe some of you guys might not like this, but I will say it. When emotions are not attached to you, you are dangerous. When emotions and feelings are not attached, you are dangerous. Now, Maryam, what do you mean? You know, emotions is a human thing. Sure, no problem. I'm not against it. But when emotion interferes with a decision that will change the rest of your life, we have a problem. How many of you guys actually made a decision when you are super sad or you are super happy? Nothing good came out from a decision attached with an emotion. I'm going to tell you, that's why in business, this is what we learned from our mentor, Brandon Dawson, who is Grant Cardone's partner on the Cardone Venture side. He said, like, the only emotion allowed in business is the emotion of celebration. That's it.
And high emotion equals low intelligence.
Yumma. High emotions equals low intelligence. And you would notice many people live like that. They're very emotional. They get, oh my God, she meant it. Look at the way she looked at me. Oh my God, it's Chocolate Hafferly. She's trying to get me in trouble. Oh my God, everybody's against me. My God, why bad things keep happening around me? Do you think you are operating out of logic or are you operating out of emotions? The minute you strip out emotions, you're dangerous because you don't care about what will people say, good or bad. You keep going. You are keeping the main thing. You're going on the target. You are going toward the target, and you are keeping your ethics in. You're an ethical person. You are a good person. You're hitting the goal. You're not allowing so and so to drift you by their emotion. You don't allow some hater. What did he call them? I don't know. Savages? Scavengers. Okay. You don't allow scavengers who are haters to try to drift you away from your path. Well, Cardone was using strong language, Uncle G, right?
He always does.
As always does, like scavengers, those people who are just, they're part of the event. They're not the event. In every event we do, there is haters, be it virtual or in person. It's raining right now.
Yep.
Okay. Every event we do, in person or virtual, there are haters. And the next event that I did in Dubai, there were haters. And the event you will do next time, there will be haters too. But they're scavengers, they're part of it, it's fine, but they're not the event. Yani, hayakum Allah, but you're going to be there to watch. Spectators, right? So with that being said, when you take emotions out and you think with more logical and analytical way, I'm not saying you put so much time thinking about it, but when you go ahead and you take the emotions out, you are a beast. You're dangerous. When I'm in a call closing a deal with someone, company, individual, for whatever coaching packages, corporate training, 10x, and I'm negotiating money, I don't have emotions. If someone tells me, oh my God, Mariam, I don't have the money, I don't say, oh, haram, what happened? I say, how can you make it? How can you make it happen? Or do you want to stay stuck in for the rest of your life? It's not like I don't care I don't have sympathy, guys. Sympathy is out. I have empathy. I empathize with people, but I do not sympathize. I'm not a sympathetic goo. I am someone who wants to help someone else. And I cannot help you if I sympathize with you. I can help you when I empathize. And that's a totally different game, right? Empathy means I understand where you are, but how can you make things happen? Sympathy is, oh my God, what happened to you? I'm so sorry. You are under so much. By the way, if you notice, I do not do that. I do not, I don't go into pity parties and making your pittiness even worse. I don't do that. I pull you out if you want to be pulled out, of course. But by the end of the day, when emotions are not involved, you are dangerous.
100%. This one's really, really powerful, and it's something that is learned, and it's something that you have to learn how to operate with. Because I know when I first heard these statements, I didn't understand it completely. I'm like, how are you not supposed to have emotions? So I started hating on it, not liking it, because I didn't understand it, right? But when Miriam's talking about this, and you actually look at things for how they are, and you don't get emotional just to feel better about it, because that's what an emotion is in those moments. You're just thinking about the things that are going to make you feel better. Those are called feelings. Okay, but when you look at things for how they are, and you see the person that's criticizing you is only doing that because they're trying to make themselves feel better, or they're trying to put you down because that's the way they operate in life, right? So that's totally different than it being about you. It's actually about them. And you can just be like, hey, bruh, I understand that you're saying this about me. Do you need a tissue for your issue? Right? Because it's not even about me. It's about them. Right? Do you need a tissue for your issue? Because this is definitely not about me. I wouldn't say that actually, but literally, it's about them, not yourself. So don't take things so personally. That would be emotions. And when you have high emotions and you let it bother you, that means there's going to be a low intelligence, and you're going to start getting all emotional about it and being like, hey, no, you're wrong. This is not how I am. Yeah. Even if they're like, Alex, you're fat. Clearly I'm really not, right? And be like, I totally understand. Thank you for sharing that. Let me go back to what I was saying.
Yes.
It's so irrelevant. It's random. It just comes out of nowhere, and it has nothing to do with me.
Right.
It has to do with something that happened in their life, probably in their past, in their childhood. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to understand that. But what I can understand is everybody has a different perspective. And I'm just going to be like, I understand, and let's move on.
Yes.
Right? Because I'm not going to stay stuck in the emotions.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And it's beautiful when you don't.
Yeah.
Again, until you actually see what we're talking about, it's not going to, because again, next time you are going through a situation, ask yourself, am I operating out of emotion, or I know what I'm doing? Because, baby, my friends here, I'm going to tell you something. The spirit, you are the spirit, you don't think. The spirit doesn't have an emotion. Let me tell you this, and some people may be able, again, it's a deeper topic, but I want to just go ahead and help you differentiate this. You are the spirit doesn't have an emotion. The human being has an emotion. And when you are communicating with yourself, with your spirit, there is no emotions involved. It is when we allow the emotion gets involved, it's a human thing. It comes from here. And your spirit is not in your brain. Your spirit is something else. Let's go conquer.
Let's go conquer. 100%. So those are my main takeaways. I don't know if you have a couple more that you want to share, but really I just wanted to share a couple with you guys because I do want you guys to take these, right? I want you to take these with what we share. It's really important when you're watching these videos of us, you go and apply it in your life. Like you have to go out and do something. You can't just sit still and think about all this information, get really excited, which is an emotion, and then not go take any action, which is doing. There's a huge difference, right? So if you're going to listen to what we're saying, go out and do it yourself, right? Like you're spending this time with us right now, go start doing it. Go start taking action. Come to our Dubai event, right? We're going to be doing this for 2 days. If you like this right now, come to our 2-day Dubai event, right? Which is going to be in Dubai. It's a 2-day 10X Super Life event. That's going to be loud. It's a 2-day 10X Super Life event, and it's all about this, right? It's all about making your life better. It's not about us. We're going to be there no matter what. It's going to make our life better, but we want your life to be better.
Absolutely.
Right? We want you to go do bigger things. And the only way to do that is to go take some action. You can't sit still. You can't be in the same place as you were yesterday. Like people tell me all the time that, Alex, you've changed. And be like, yes, I have. I am proud of my change. Because by the way, if I wouldn't have changed, I would still be wearing diapers right now. And people would be like, Alex, why are you still wearing diapers?
Yeah.
Right? I'd be like, I still feel like I'm 2 years old. Be like, why are you still wearing diapers? I'm gonna be like, because I didn't want to change.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a visual.
Like I didn't want to change. I just wanted to keep on wearing diapers.
Right.
Like imagine. People change. That's a good thing. Like I learned how to go to the bathroom myself. You know, so my point is like you change.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing, not a bad thing. I guess you could change for the worse, but change for the better. And only you know if you're changing for the better or not.
And every single one of us, guys, we have the greatness within us. And the greatness comes to people who actually do something with it, you know. And by the end of the day, many people want to do massive things in their lives, but they're not willing to put the action. Prayer is one thing. Doing something, taking an action is a total different game, you know.
And you should do both.
Yes, and you should do both. I pray, you know. I have my, you know, I'm a person of faith. I believe in Allah. I believe in a creator. I believe in that. That's never gonna change. But I also I know the creator gave me everything. Gave me gifts, gave me passion, gave me abilities, gave me opportunities, gave me resources, gave me health, gave me so many things. What did I do with it? Slept. And then I'm like, oh my God, Allah ma kitab, God didn't write this for me. It's not like God didn't write for this for you. You are not willing to put in the work. You're not willing to put in everything you need to do to get to that goal that you deserve. And I'm going to tell you, maybe we wrap up with this thing. It's what Cardone says. Target 90% of your focus on the target, 1% on the how, and 9% on the who. And I'm going to tell you this information, I'm going to take it forever. Now I gave you this information. Some of you will be like, oh yeah, that's very nice. Oh no, this is very cute. But who's going to execute now? You know, we give so much information, guys, but by the end of the day, who want to execute? And if you are even want to be more serious than getting a free session like this, you can join our accountability group. You can DM us with mentor.
Yeah.
And we will get you into our accountability group. With that being said, anything else?
Yeah, DM us mentor if you guys just want more. Like either whether it's a Dubai event, whether it's our mentorship group. Like we're here to help you guys. We're here to help you accelerate. And again, like Miriam said earlier, we're looking for people that actually want to change, that are ready, right? And maybe you're not like fully ready. It doesn't matter. As long as you want to change, you want to do better in life, message us.
Let's go.
Right? If you're willing to do better and you're willing to change, then message us, right? Because we're here to help you guys. We're not on here just to be on here for fun and to like make ourselves feel better, like we talked about earlier. We're here to change people's lives. We're here to make your life better, right? And that's what we do. We help people get clear on their life purpose to conquer their goals with speed.
Let's go.
Right? Like that's what we're here for, okay?
Yes.
So with that being said, I don't know if you have anything else to say.
That's it. I just want to thank you guys for joining us on our show, Clear and Conquer Live. We come to you guys every single Thursday at 9:30 p.m. here in beautiful Miami.
12:30.
What did I say?
9:30.
Never mind. 12:30 p.m. That's why I have him by my side. Wallah, me and my numbers. At 12:30 p.m. here in beautiful Miami. That's 8:30 p.m. in beautiful Dubai. With that being said, guys, have a great rest of the week. And let's go conquer. Go hit that goal. You deserve it.
Let's
Bye.
go, you guys. Be great, everybody.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Okay,